in support of Alex getting his hand, or getting a hand.
Yeah, we need to give him a hand, you know?
I do need a little help sometimes.
Don't we all?
No.
Except for Captain, he likes to rush in and die alone.
Need
Classic.
some paw.
Tail as old as Timbus.
Christmas Timbus. Okay, and you said that Arn was gonna stay at the fort and fight for entertainment?
No. He's coming with y'all. I'm just gonna track the amount of days you guys spend in a port, and then I'm just gonna like mark the red and roll some dice and do all his stuff behind the screen for him.
Nice.
You guys are welcome to bet on him when it happens, though.
Maybe somebody else.
Not much of a betting character.
I'll put some money down.
We're not there yet. We're sailing.
No.
Always bet on Arn.
There is no. You probably want to go to Bann quickest route, right?
Yes, that's what we're doing.
Preferably.
Unless we hear from Theos, because I paid him for information that he never showed up with.
Are they
no,
rough
no.
seas?
What
Right.
a butthole.
That.
I'm
Clear
so
weather?
mad at him.
You can't be mad at Theos. He's your best friend, remember?
Yeah, and he betrayed me by letting those kids die and not giving me the information. We had to track them down ourselves, and we only found
He
6.
didn't
and
let
it's
them die. He just
awful.
tried really hard.
All right, hang on. You got 7 days of travel ahead of you, and it's actually on the second day. By the way, the first day was all right. It's on the second day. Your forecaster's cloak says, "Hey, a little bit of sleeting rain up ahead because it's coming into the winter months." And the second day, it's colder than normal temperatures with a light precipitation. So your forecaster's cloak alerts you to that. But it's on the second day to where the captain gets a familiar vibrating pulse from the pocket he holds the business card in.
Dead. Your card is calling.
Yeah, I'll hold it up to my ear. Hello.
Holding up to your ear, you see that it is also pulsing a crimson red.
Is that normal?
Oh. It could be.
I don't think it is.
What do I look like? Oh, yeah.
Hopefully someone who knows what you're doing. Huh?
You seemed to have misread what exactly is happening.
Well, you're missing red right now. The card is glowing red. Could be drinking.
Well, I mean, it's out of my pocket, and it's doing exactly what I think it should be.
Do you acknowledge the call?
Hell yeah. I said hello.
Okay. Oh, very well. I must have missed that. So when you hold it up and say hello, the image of Theos shimmers into existence in front of you, and he finally takes corporeal form as he's kind of like bent over with his ear towards the card in your hand. And when he fully materializes and is able to take a breath of air in front of you, he stands up straight and goes, "Well, hello, best friend."
Best friend.
Not best friend today.
What do we have the honor to with thee?
He reaches with inside his coat and pulls out 3 scrolls and says, "Well, I thought it was going to be a simple task, my friend, all my best friends. However, what you sent me out to get was not so simple, and it is actually a very long, arduous task that I had to complete. However, profitable as much as it is, I have gotten you the information you originally asked for."
Thank you.
He hands over to Primrose the 3 scrolls.
immediately read them angrily.
You see port city names, what looks like surnames or pseudonyms for names, because you don't see like first name, last name. You see gold coins, like paid, like price, and then you see a number. And you have 3 scrolls worth of this ledger. He says, you will find every transaction of... This is Fios, by the way. Fios goes, you will find on those scrolls every transaction that I was able to surmise from Blue's books, his captains, and his liegemen, whatever they're called, of the last 2 months worth of transaction of quote-unquote what they referred to as stocks of miners. And I don't mean the ones that go down in the mines and mine the rocks. I mean underage miners.
Kids.
I do believe this is what you were looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, do I recognize any of the names of the kids that I already brought home?
No, because it's just numbers.
Shannon, you can't take.
They don't even have names on here.
Nope.
Blue's a piece. Ooh.
Well, that's because they're not real people, Shannon.
Neither are you, Justin, but we still listen to you.
That is purely by your choice.
I need to save these kids. They don't deserve this.
Yeah, you do.
I will say that I was alarmed to see such a grand network this man has built.
Yeah, well, apparently he's working with the cult. So, of course, he has more power than we thought. We got rocked when we encountered some portal made of dead children to him.
We.
I woke up in that room with the dead portals.
He rocked us like a vicious air tornado.
VC Slate one shot the guy who got us, but still. Not happy.
I don't know if it was a one shot, but I did shoot him in the face.
He got touched hard.
Ugh. Fios, why was the card red?
I was calling. I wanted to... If you were not busy, I was willing to come.
Yeah.
I thought it meant it was an emergency or something.
No. I will not call my best friends an emergency. I believe I am quite resourceful as it is. And if I ever find the institution where I'm not resourceful enough, then I surmise I will be no longer here in the world.
Succinct. Okay, well, thank you for getting the port. Are there anything near Bann so that once we get our friend's hand, that we can...
You actually see 2 entries for Bann. 6 and 2.
Okay.
And the names next to the 6 is Ashthorn. And the name next to the 2 is Danford.
You said there were no names.
There's no children's
Children.
names. These are
Oh.
names of, like, pseudonyms
Buyers?
of people who have purchased. Yes, buyers.
Children.
All right.
Targets.
Well, yeah, that's what this is now. This is a target
Jill.
list. I
Oh, we
have
had
all
that
the
too.
lists.
All the lists.
So Ashworth, assuming this is correct, Ashworth maybe got 6 kids and Danford got 2.
Precisely.
All right. Well,
Yes.
time to murder some people and free some kids. All right, cool. Thank you very much, Fios. I have a place to
Okay.
put my rage.
Well, sis, can I get another hand quick, and then I can help? I'll be more helpful.
Oh yeah, no,
With
we
the
have to.
killing.
We have to do that. You can only hold a knife in your hand if you have a hand.
I don't even
He has
own a
hate.
knife. I just have a gun.
Guns are good too.
Yeah, I wish I could record you saying that.
It's being recorded right now.
Oh, in game.
In game.
Guns are good in game.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, team. Let's sail.
Yay.
He
Away.
just looks to you all and says, "If that concludes our business together, I shall bid you adieu."
That's all we were waiting on, right?
A mountain dew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ship repair.
Yeah. We were waiting on ship repair.
Yes.
Because we got our shit fucked up.
Are we repairing both ships?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. His took 1 day. Mine took 2 days.
Well, I thought when he was like talking about checking the forecaster's cloak that it was by the time we had already started sailing. So we did the ship repair
Yeah.
and then we started sailing the second day Fio showed up.
That's what I thought too.
Eh.
Either way.
I just want to know if it's going to storm so we can
Could be
hang
wrong.
out the orbs.
Yeah, yeah.
A light sleet storm is coming in, not a thunderstorm.
Nah, that's not good.
Dang.
Frost orbs.
That's what
However-
you call your cold balls.
Sleet storm was very easy to navigate through. Day 3, day 4, fine. Day 5, fine. Day 6, forecaster's cloak. It's what you've been waiting for. It's a normal autumn day, but a thunderstorm is on the horizon.
Alex,
Hell
the
yeah.
orbs.
Grab the sack and hang out my balls.
Whatever you need to do.
And so I do.
Tails.
Right. Let's get a storm check going in.
Oh,
From
boy.
the entire
Sorry.
from the entire group, you can ask after. From the entire group, I need the checks from the following officers. The captain, I needed intelligence checks with your water vehicles. The first mate, I need a charisma check with your persuasion. Whoever is going to be playing the bosun this time will need to give me a strength check with carpenter's tools, and then a quartermaster needs to give me a wisdom nature check.
I got a 7.
Alex, how's your
One.
strength?
It's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, I have a 0 strength.
I have a -1. Oh no, I have a 1.
Okay.
You
I don't have carpenter's tools anyway.
I can make the right tool for the job.
That's true. Hell yeah. Uh-oh, mask.
remember where you guys are.
On a boat?
Yep.
You guys are on a different boat.
Oh, yeah.
2 boats, 2 captains. So I have 2 captain's checks and 1 bosun check. So
Alex
the
isn't a
Traveler's
bosun.
Shadow is done. I need a quartermaster check from the Masked Maiden.
Quartermaster check. Well, fuck. I don't have carpenter's tools.
Quartermaster check.
Wisdom nature.
Wisdom
Nature
nature. Okay. Nature check. Uh-oh. It's gonna be a rough ride.
All right.
Oh, they going down.
So both ships are sailing at a very relatively safe distance. Both crews prepare themselves to take on said storm that you are sailing into as best you can with the direction to the port city of Bann. In the rain, the dark clouds, and the thunder and lightning, from the Traveler's Shadow, you can see that the Masked Maiden is not doing too well. You have seen her pilot herself into a couple swells that you would rather avoid, and has also been taken lightning damage.
Oh. Oh no.
I'm not gonna try to leave him behind or be far away or whatever.
Uh-oh. We've been hit.
Just in case.
As they say, hell yeah, brother. Broder.
Do they say that in the oil lane?
Yeah. Macho Man Eduardo Savige.
Oh,
Must be new here, I tell you.
Chaos and Calamity aboard the Masked Maiden. You take 54 damage to all your components. You lose your helm and rudder. Your crew has lost some quality, and exactly 11 crew members have been washed overboard.
oh no.
Holy fuck.
Holy fuck.
Are we in front or behind them?
Well, they have the orb for direction, so I would guess they're behind, or we are behind them.
Well, we ain't
As I
got...
said, you guys could see everything happen to the Masked Maiden.
You see anything in the water?
Well, I'm
People?
gonna try to stop. Just, how bad is it, Rob?
Well, Captain Mask and his helmsman literally cannot steer the boat. It is one way.
Yep.
The rudder is gone.
Then I'm going to make circles around the boat, around their boat, until the storm fucking either stops or
Oh, I mean,
we
they
all
can still
die.
move forward.
That's
But-
fine. I'm not worried about who's still on the boat.
No, I'm saying like they're in movement.
Mm-hmm.
So unless Justin wants to reef sails and come to a stop in the storm.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Rudder.
Hey, Baroder.
So the storm's gonna clear. And by the time it clears, the sun's setting already. And yeah, the Masked Maiden is pretty badly beat up.
Mm-hmm.
Damage between the rudder and the hull, like going to have to make repairs.
Hmm.
The 11 crew members are not anywhere to be seen in the waters.
Can I tell how far we've maybe drifted in the storm? Would it be too far?
The stars are about to come out, so you will be able to make a navigation check to see how far off course you are, yes.
Okay. I'll wait.
You're too far, man.
Waiting, the stars come out. It's partly cloudy, but enough stars come out that you guys can use your charts to figure out how far you are, because you have been to Athlone Island before. So this part of your map is kind of complete.
I head back along the path, not path really, but you know what I mean. And I'd like to have the crew fashion together some spare planks and anything we can spare that will burn, and some sail, and start throwing them out into the water alight at night. So whoever's out here can see these, or maybe swim to them. And I'm gonna go back along the path for a couple hours, and then turn around and head back up, and we're gonna make as much noise as we can, and see if anyone gets collected on these little rafts.
Clank, 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 clank.
Since our counterpart can't move.
True. You can't turn.
I'm for it. Anything I can do to help.
You are the
Of
one
course
who's
of-
making this, because you are my go-to guy for making stuff.
I do the thing. I make the things. I grab the available crew and help them.
Yep, it takes the first couple of hours to get this going, to get your pseudo dragnet out, and as you start patrolling, throughout the night, you are able to rescue 2 crew members.
Wow.
Do better than 0.
Mm-hmm.
That's so upsetting.
Alright.
9 people fucking lost at sea. Holy shit.
We can't stay out here all day. and unfortunately, the other 9 are probably dead. And we have a full boat and crew who needs our help.
Justin, would you like to make your repair check?
Hell yeah. Oh, I don't. You're talking about for my thing,
Yeah.
the patching thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't make a check.
Yep.
It just happens.
How much is it?
20.
If I send
We put
Alex
it
over to help, will
all
he
into
be
the
able to?
helm. I'm
Yep.
sorry?
So if I send Alex over to help, will that have any effect?
Mm-mm.
All right.
Good news. We can steer again.
Yes, you can. So you cost an extra day of travel, and you will finally, everybody will make it in the port city of Bann.
Not everybody.
Almost
Oh my god. I will immediately go to the harbor master and ask for repairs.
Yeah.
I'll
We
pay
just got this
pay
shit
to
fixed.
restock our extra supplies.
I want to get the crew together and take note of who is missing and make sure that we work with the crew, anybody that knows their immediate family, to make sure that we, send them notification and word. I just don't want these people. I don't want our crew to think that
We don't
11
care.
people went overboard. Yeah, so like we're gonna have a follow up or something, and
We pay life insurance.
yeah, maybe not life insurance. Maybe carve everybody's name into a part of the ship or something, like a wall. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
we
we do.
found 2, so nine people are dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Do
We
they
just
have
want to
like
make sure.
a mariner's temple or something like that?
Maybe we could put an offering up or ask, the crew. I'm sure these guys are intimately knowledgeable of each other, so
Or like what sailing custom would be for that?
yeah, whatever the custom is for that crew member, we want to respect it. And
It's
while
on
we're
us.
stuck here,
Any cost is on.
yeah,
I can absorb that.
So first things first, Captain Mask, 207 gold, 2.7 days for repairs.
It's not bad.
Commodore Mask, Captain Slate, to get 30 days worth of supplies into the Traveler's Shadow, 183 gold, 6 silver, to give you 30
Wow.
additional days of food and water. And asking the surviving crew members who knew the other 10 was a mixed bag. So you have the one Meresian who, let me see, where's my paper?
that was his name, Urf.
Sure. The one Meresian crew lost. Usually when a Meresian crew member is lost, it is a ceremonial to Kua, the Guardian of Memories. 6 friends are selected to go around in a circle and speak about a positive memory that they had with Raph.
Positive duck.
Wow.
Okay, so do we have 6 Meresians who were close to him that would be able to do this properly?
Or just whoever his 6 closest friends are.
Yeah, I was to say it's a mixed bag of your
Yeah.
crew members. So
As long as we got 6 people and somebody who knows how to do it.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
just
got,
want to
like-
make sure it gets done properly.
Yeah, there's like 3 dirt guns, a couple elves, and
Is there a blue-haired Meresian over there that can critique the process?
no, there are no blue hair Meresians. They don't do that. The
I
couple
feel
of
like I'm
elves
missing
that
something.
are half elves, they do a rite for the god of deep Shashelas, the god of the sea, and then they also do the burial ceremony of Sihan Moonbarrel, who is the goddess of divination, dreams, travel, and death to let those elves pass peacefully. And then the 2 crew members left who were of Dirgun, they do a prayer with ceremonial candles to the god of Ug to have, to make sure that their souls transition peacefully through the chaos and find their way to Rael's castle in the afterlife. So really, the ceremonial candles, gonna cost you maybe like 2 silver.
Whatever.
These all sound doable.
As far as next of kin, only 7 of the 10 next of kin were known by fellow crew members, and the names of wives and or families and port cities are, if that information is given up to the to Commodore and Captain Mask. Commodore Mask and Captain Slate. Oh, it's gonna get cool.
You can just call me Slate. It's fine.
All right,
No.
Sure thing, Captain.
All right, sir.
Nope.
Sure.
I just meant Rob, personally. Just
Yeah.
if you have trouble mixing them up, just don't.
Okay, but the rest of us call you Captain Slate.
No, that's fine.
Call you dumb bitch sleep.
Well, yeah, can't help that.
You're the Commodore. You can do that.
Yeah, but he'll just get stabbed.
Don't go noodling things that don't need noodling.
All right, so I'm assuming that we can do all of that while the ships get repaired. My
I'm
DM,
gonna
Scout
give
Trooper
the
V,
crew,
thank you for
20 gold
subbing.
to go out and say for drinks.
Diddle.
Drowning's no way to go.
No. Oh shit, you've been tier 3 for 3 months? Thank you. I didn't
He's not
even
wrong,
realize.
At least
Cool.
not that kind of drowning.
Little extra funds go a long way.
Yeah, I mean, it's 20 gold. It's not much to us, but it is a huge bar tab payment.
Mm-hmm.
Plus,
All right.
you'll take the mind off it and get them the fuck out of here.
Get on it.
Morale. Morale. It comes in the form of gold.
All right, and then we can look for the hand for our friendo. We added 100 bits to
Yes.
Volbjorn's cheer. What the
Oh.
heck? 1,000.
Yeah, do you
Good
transfer the 2 crew
gravy.
members back to the Masked Maiden, or do you keep them aboard the
Thank
Traveler's Shadow?
you, Volbjorn.
Wherever they
I
want to go.
appreciate it. And Twitch
Well,
has
they're
added
down.
extra, which is awesome. Thank you.
Sound. What do you like? Dead? Asleep?
No,
Well, you're
your
down crew
crew numbers are down
Yeah, we
by
have to
11.
recruit. Yeah.
Correct.
Schwad, I'm not
Yeah, if
killing
they want
these
to go back
stations.
to their original ship, fine. If they want to stay here, we can send 2 over. I don't think the crew's going to be too miffed about it either way.
He saved our entire crew last time. So
So yeah, the Masked
no.
Maiden is at 105.
Classic.
Volbjorn, I'll do it for 90. Lowest I'll go. Take it or leave it. Oh boy. No PvP, please.
We came here for something else too, didn't we?
Yeah, in my
yeah,
hand.
for Alex's hand.
Oh, that's it. Okay, well, fucking go do your thing, Alex.
Wow.
Okay, so I know who I'm supposed to go see. Who wants to come with?
I have a polite interest.
Okay.
I have a not polite interest.
I'm gonna go look around
Okay.
and see if I can find the names of Ashworth and Danford.
That sounds like a dangerous thing that you should not do alone.
I'm just looking for information. It's just listening around town. I'm not gonna murder anyone without my friends.
Yeah,
He's
just
doing
look at him with
passive.
No. Oh,
Uh-huh.
you're not actively walking into bars. But
Sure, where the fuck's Ashburn? I hear he buys
No,
kids.
that's how you get
Total-
them to hide the kids. No.
Oh, so thank God
Total
Arn's
passive
not here.
intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah, thank God Arn's not here.
With active listening.
With active what?
Just keeping my ear to the ground.
We don't do this.
But go get your hand so that you can build more pumas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put
Yeah.
explosives on them and blow people's houses up for
Oh,
fun.
that's my girl. That's my sis. It's a fucking exploding pigs. What if we fill it with cabbage? And then we blow 'em up?
Fucking what?
No, let him cook.
Our crew going slowly insane, one member at a time.
One limited time for this guy.
One lemon at a time.
Oh, okay.
One vat of acid at a time.
Oh, come on, guys. The jokes at my expense are getting pretty pretty
Out of hand?
expensive.
No. Well,
Wow. Oh, that was the perfect time for it too.
Classic.
Wow.
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 All right. So I take the captain and commodore with me.
we're already coming with you, dude.
Mhm.
All right. The journey out past the dock district. By the way, your ship's both undergone a customs inspection as per the protocol of Nathair ports.
The Empire. Gross.
Through
I'm gonna mute
through the
that.
dock districts, through the market district, in towards the central dominance district.
Where?
A block away from the Viceroy's mansion. You come upon a manor in the city that is interesting. It is of the building part of it is of typical architecture. However, there is a stone rook tower built into it, and the top of the roof, walking up the street to see it, there are like, instead of a skylight window in the roof, there's like two giant barn doors.
Huh.
What? Like it opens to the sky?
Looks like it.
Like a medieval sunroof?
So you come to the door, brass plate, part of the brickwork in the arch, and it says Heckler Residence. And of course, the double doors have the ornate door knockers on them.
Ooh, fancy.
Well, I only grab one. And I knock.
As you knock, the first knock creaks the door open. Nobody responds to the knock.
But the door like just comes open.
I
like
will
as
let
soon
you
as the
know
force of you hitting the
if I
first
can
knock,
think
the
of
door
any.
kind of like,
Suggestions.
even if you were like to go knock,
okay.
knock, knock, it was just like the door just swings open as if like it was never fully properly latched closed.
Okay, so I slowly push in and hello? Hello? Anyone home?
Hello. Eat me.
Here!
Wait, are you okay?
Why are they
Need a
yelling?
hand!
Oh, on my
Here!
way. Keep talking, keep talking. And then I follow his voice.
Need a hand, huh?
Yeah.
You head in through the foyer, down a hall, and you say, keep talking, and you hear another down here, and it gets really loud to one ear, on one side of your ear, and there's stairs leading up. And you go up the stairs, over a balcony, and he calls out, he's like, just in here, as it's like right behind these other doors.
Yeah.
And as you push these doors open, you enter what looks like a very large laboratory. We're talking tables, desks, vials, what looks like a still, cases, aquariums, terrariums, and this large like clockwork structure that's like hanging suspended from the ceiling. But before you can like look to see what's above you and in the ceiling, you see this man wedged behind with a bookcase falling on top of him.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Save the old man.
Is it like a super big bookcase or like a regular bookcase?
It is a giant librarian stacked bookcase.
I
Ooh,
cast
Books-
reduce on it.
Wonderful.
smart.
So the bookcase shrinks, books go flying, newspaper leaflets go flying in a puff of paper, and a man stands up, dusts himself up, and suddenly starts realizing he's stepping on books and papers. And he goes, "Ah, fuck, terrible, terrible! Come here, give me a hand with this.
I'll give you
We need to
one.
put everything back in order."
I go over there and I give him an hand.
So he doesn't quite pay attention that you are only working with one hand as he's trying to like look at papers, decipher them, and then really quickly start putting them in order and like stack books on top of one another. And he starts barking at you like, no, that goes there. Did you have page 16 and 18 and 27 of this theory?
Yes, I do. But do you want the bookcase back? Are we ready for that yet?
No, not yet. We have to clean up this mess.
Okay. So I help him categorize everything the way that I would in my own studies.
In the middle of categorizing, as you hand over things, and then he, there's in one transaction where he takes something from you and goes to hand you something else at the same time, and that's when he realizes and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. You don't seem to have the full capable hands to help me."
Still
Yeah,
handy though.
Yeah. Still pretty fucking handy. Can't exactly be handsy though. Also, I got like a minute on this spell. What are we gonna do with this bookshelf?
Oh, well, let's make room for this thing to come back. As he steps over like a couple of piles that you've helped him create, and he picks up your reduced bookcase, and he eyeballs it, and sets it down. He goes, "That should be it," and steps back and like cautionary slides like another stack of books back.
Okay, I dropped the spell.
He was off by an inch. It bumps into the cabinet next to it. A glass vial rolls off its stand, shatters on the floor, and immediately the paper near it starts fizzling.
I go and grab it with the one good hand I have because
Oh,
I haven't
God,
learned
why?
my lessons.
Why?
Don't do that. You're gonna lose your other hand.
That's all off the first one. Then I drop it.
The stone and the papers where this liquid like sloshed on top to it literally just like and is burned away. There's now a nice little indent in the floor, the tile floor where this liquid dropped.
Huh. Seems I've got a knack for finding these things. Maybe I could weaponize that.
So, Captain Mask and Captain Slate, as you guys are standing there idly, you all get to look at the thing hanging up. It looks like a pulley system and a clockwork system. Not only does it look like it pivots, but there's obviously a gigantic, what you guys think is a gigantic spyglass suspended in the air, but then it's around a rod shaft with gears on it. On the other side looks like a gigantic lightning rod, and this hangs just slightly offset from the double barn doors in the ceiling. Following the lightning rod, there are cables coming off the bottom of it, and it goes over to a glass case that is actually the glass case itself is reinforced with copper, and in the glass case, you can tell because of the carbon scoring inside that a sword used to hang in there. And there are cables going from the rod to the case and like Tesla coils coming off the case, and then cables that come off the Tesla coils that go down to a empty table. So the man starts putting things away, and he's like halfway there, and he goes, "Never mind. This can be done later." Steps back and says, "I have not introduced myself to my fine guest and a helpful hand that you are. I am Sir Heckler, Makarov Heckler."
Fantastic. I believe that we were destined to meet, as I legitimately asked for someone who could fix my hand problem. But I am Alex Burton of the crew of Commodore Mask. Then I point to Mask. And Captain Slate. And I point to Slate.
Makarov Heckler gives a flourish of a hand and a head bow, and he goes, "It's a pleasure to meet both your acquaintances. I will say I'm not too familiar with either of you gentlemen or your ships or your crew. No," and he starts walking over his desk and he starts flimming through a ledger, and he looks, and it's actually a planner, and he's like, "Nor what day is it? That's the 17th. Nor do I see an appointment with you gentlemen." As he picks up a bowl of noodles and real quick like slurps down a couple noodles with the fork and goes, "So, pardon me, what can I do for you, Joe? I'm a busy man."
Understandable, but we were the best, and you came highly recommended to create a mechanical and/or clockwork hand.
Oh, you want me to fix that? As he points to your nub.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I've seen your work. I've seen your solution for this on another, I guess, either patient or customer, however you would consider that.
Rudimentary product, indeed. I can possibly replace it. It's going to be painful for you. I've not known any way do I have a medical degree, so
God.
let me just be frank with that. The Empire does not want me dissecting any more humanoids. However, I do have an extensive knowledge of a human's nervous system. He points to you, he goes, "You are a human, right?"
Last time I checked, but I don't ever remember checking, so we'll go off of a assumption.
That answers my next question. So we'll have to check to make sure you're human.
Okay. What do we do?
It matters. If you're not human, this
Ancestry.com?
changes the whole thing, and then I have to figure out where all your nerve endings are. This is not magic that I'm doing here. As he slurps up some more noodles.
Is it science?
Yes.
And a chill runs down Alex's spine.
He sets down his bowl. He's still not done with his noodles. He picks up a corn pipe and starts packing it, and says, "Now," and he's not looking at you. He's like looking up in the indiscriminate spot of space in the air, and he goes, "Now, I don't have any spare hands, but we can make something out of something."
Neither do I.
But if you're more interested, I am working on something I call a biotransference, human mortality, force evolution. It's a long name, but I can do better than a hand if you're willing.
Where does the biological material originate from?
That's the thing. If you're willing and you want me to do better than a hand, I can give you a whole new body. If you're human.
Well, considering we don't yet know that I am human, I would like to run down this hypothesis train and crash it into something terrible. Again, a whole new body, as in what, soul transferal, or are we talking adding parts and pieces?
It's
As he
Frankenstein.
lights his pipe and starts puffing on it to get it going, and in between the puffs, he goes, "Well, it depends on your religion." As he gets his pipe lit, do you believe in a soul?
Yes.
Well, then yes, it's transferring your soul.
And where's the willing body?
As he shakes his other hand that's not holding the pipe, that's the thing. I have a prototype, but if you're willing to work with me and wait, I potentially can give you a better crafted body.
Why not just graft a hand?
I don't have a free spare hand. It's going to take me some time, and it's a rudimentary hand. I mean, I'm sure you'd want to do more.
I mean, it would be pretty fucking nice if it had a gun in it.
Ooh, a gun. I mean...
And I pull out my flintlock, which is infused with repeating shot, and I show it to him.
So he looks at it, and he goes, "Yes, but you see, the metal on that flintlock is quite flimsy, and for you to have in our hand that you could articulate all 5 digits," and he looks at your other hand, counts, yep, 5, the metal is going to have to be malleable, but yet not brittle, and loading another barrel into it, and then having to put the firing mechanism in it, and then having to attach the trigger somewhere into your nerves, or make it external, but then you risk catching on it and misfiring. I see a lot of problems with that, and I will definitely recommend not doing that.
Well, let us hypothesize, my friend. Do you mind if we practice? Do you mind if I show you how this weapon works? It is not an original make. It is something that I have created.
Oh.
Doesn't
So
that make it original?
reckon...
What?
No, never mind.
Oh, I apologize. I did not recognize you as a fellow artificer.
Yes, I apologize for not introducing myself as one, but as an artificer who is going to another who is unable to create my own hand, I felt rather shy. But I would gladly show you my flintlock does not require loading, ammunition, a cocking, or priming of a handle, and I can simply fire.
You just yell pew pew. That works.
Last, yes, I could give you a hand. I don't know if I would be able to merge your infusion item into your hand. You might be able to in the future as you get to learn your new hand. However, I can guarantee that if you allow me to transfer you into a new body, you'll be able to modify the body more easily than you would a hand that I would give you that has to be rudimentally plugged into your nerve endings.
And is the body of organic origin?
No.
The mechanical body.
As a druid, I hate
As an
this.
artificer,
This is
not
unnatural.
a mechanical body?
It would be inert material that you would be transferred into. And then not inert anymore.
Like a clay golem.
Not clay. I would definitely aim to make your body as durable as possible. Iron, maybe. Steel, looking good. Adamantite, if we can find it.
Wants to be a robot?
I'm devilishly piqued, and I am very curious.
I can do wood, but, like I said, durable.
No. I like fire way too much to do wood. How much would this cost?
Arm and a ball.
Nope. Well, I've only got one of each left.
A hand and a ball.
Wait, you've only got one ball?
First two in the bush.
Shh.
What the fuck?
I am curious.
If you're willing to go get the metal, I know a smith who could help us, and then it would cost you nothing but time and allowing me to finish this experiment and see it come to
Fruition?
Yes.
How much adamantite would you need?
How heavy of a body would you like?
Is it the weight of it, or is it rather the proportions that you need?
Do you want to remain your same size? Do you want to be taller? Do you want to be smaller?
You want to be a baller?
A shot collar?
No.
I love these people. I love you guys.
And would you use it to collar?
Oh. I'm fine with my body, my size, I guess. You know, don't really need a reason to be taller.
Well, then I would need anywhere from 120 kilos to 140.
Jesus. Don't know who that is, but yeah. One time. Do you even know how to source this?
You?
Iron and steel, yes. Adamantite, no.
I've got iron and steel. That's not a problem. It's the adamantite. But I mean, if we're gonna go for a full body swap, baby, we're going for gold.
Ooh, I definitely don't recommend you doing it in gold.
God, you're so fucking literal. This is, you know what? Every time I worry about myself keeping and retaining my friends, I just meet people like you, and it helps me understand that I actually have friends. That's nothing against you.
As you're saying this, he just finished a drag, and he's leaning over and doing one forkful of these noodles that you absolutely know, because of the proximity that you're standing to, are cold, wet udon noodles.
Super soggy, like super bloated.
No, not
bloated.
Noodles.
It's just wet noodles in a bowl. There's no broth.
Oh God. My poor guy.
As he finishes it, as he slurps it down, and he's looking at you as you finish your sentence, he goes, "My good man, you found me trapped in my own laboratory underneath a bookcase. What friends do I have? I can't even keep staff."
Oh, you know.
Why have you done this?
Staff these balls, idiot.
Alex, you're a mean man.
I regret nothing. I'm observing the things that happen. I didn't mean it as an insult. It just you're so literal all the time.
Yeah, you piece of garbage.
Except for when you're not.
Yeah.
I didn't call him a piece of garbage, Commodore. I didn't say that.
I'm not even with you.
I thought that you had
You
a very
were.
yeah. You said that you had a non-polite interest in this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you came
Introduced you to
specifically
the
to be a
man.
butthole.
Yeah.
Well, good. I just did.
I brought you all as the peanut gallery.
We are
Just think about it. You
peanut
wouldn't be able.
gallery.
You wouldn't need to sleep. You wouldn't need to sleep, eat. You wouldn't need to breathe. You'd be immune to things like poison.
I feel
Oh,
like you'd
sorry if
lose
I
your
didn't-
sanity in this thing.
Sorry if I didn't convey this. I'm very interested in it. The only concern I have now is two things. One, I would like a temporary solution as a hand, and two, I would be sourcing adamantine for this. So the temporary solution of a rudimentary hand would be super helpful, as I am a part of a ship crew, and I do need to use both hands. However, I'm 100% on board for this. I know I just need about 140 kilograms of adamantine.
Does that mean his hand can't be crit?
He makes his hand out of adamantine. Sure.
No, it's the whole body. I thought he was going to give me a rudimentary BS clockwork solution for my hand, but the overall goal and his goal is 120 to 140 kilograms of adamantine to then forge my entire body out of.
No, I think he wants to make the robot first and then put you into the robot. No hand involved.
No,
Like,
he didn't
no
say it's a
meantime
robot. He
hand.
didn't-
Just,
It's not a robot.
I know,
mechanical.
whatever
He's-
this thing is that he's trying to make that is made of supposed metal that is an abomination against all natural order. Yeah, that. He didn't say nothing about making a hand in the meantime, though.
Oh no, so
Not
that's
there,
what I'm
though.
proposing. Yeah, no, Prim, you're fine. But that's what I'm proposing. I'm telling him, okay, I'm game for this plan. But if we're gonna do it, I want adamantite, whatever you call it. But in
We'll have
order
to
to
source-
get there,
You'll have to source the adamantite. Like I said,
I
don't know
understand
where I'd
that.
get it. As for your hand, I could do with that in the meantime. I'll just need about 400 grams of your chosen material.
Thought he almost said
Unless you want me to
400 grand.
scrounge it up with the materials I have here, which it might not be the most
no,
pretty. to have.
iron, steel, or adamantite. Those are your best options.
Copper, silver, gold, platinum,
Adamant.
stone,
Yeah,
stone,
no, I-
wood.
Well, give me a little bit. How long will
Brass.
the process take if I bring you 400 grams?
You bring me 400 grams of your chosen material. I will elicit the work of a craftsman. We will build the hand. And then I'll need a day to operate on you. And then you'll probably need 3 days to recover and possibly a week of physical therapy.
Oh, okay. So could physical therapy be explained to my crew and I perform physical therapy on the ship?
Of course, it's completely optional.
Ah, God. Awesome. So we'll be back. In the meantime, you're the only solution I have to getting a new hand. Stay away from bookshelves. Don't stand on wobbly stools. And try not to fucking die, please. Seriously?
Easily. Mind you, how long have you gentlemen been traveling the Olaine?
None of your goddamn business.
Fucking hot minute, homie. What's it to you?
Well, I'm missing something that I would love to return back to me. Have you
Same.
yet?
And I hold up my stump.
Just professional curiosity, I try to ask any seagoing captains. You heard any tales of anybody with a sword that speaks? Not repeats a word, but a sentient sword.
I want to say yes.
Just a second, guys.
I want to say we have. Maybe.
You want to, but do you?
What do you mean?
Do you say that out loud?
Oh, yeah.
Do you perhaps know the crew or the captain who has a sword that is sentient, if you do recall correctly?
Wasn't it old boy's sword that he stole and was mad that it got stolen back.
A
You
warlock?
know the one.
Sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
Marwirlock from forever ago?
It spoke?
I'm trying to remember.
I don't know.
My memory and Slate's is fuzzy.
I'm not even there.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, then that's the one. Then I would guess correctly, I suppose.
You wouldn't happen to have, by any chance, know who has it now?
Yeah, its original owner, as far as I know. His name was Dr. Feathersby.
Thank you,
his
Scout
name
For the ooh woo.
what's his name? So, not Davin, something. I don't know.
Devon?
Devon, that was it. Devon,
You see him wince. You see Sir Heckler wince. He goes, "Ooh." You said that's the original owner?
well, I said it's the original owner as far as I know.
Yeah.
I'm subject to being wrong. I'm human.
Well, I
He's
knew this was
fallible.
a small world, and I would eventually run into somebody who would know. So, I guess I have the other side of the chronological order of owners. Devon had it. He gave it to me. He points to the empty box and says, "I lost it."
Well, Devon has it now. He gave it to you. I'm sure he'd have no problem giving it back.
Devon has it back again.
Well,
That doesn't make any sense, my good man. Devon paid me to do experiments on the sword,
and someone
and
stole it from you, huh?
and somebody stole it from me. Yes, or it
Oh.
walked off.
Well,
We are
I know.
talking about the sentient sword.
I only know the guy who stole it from you, and he doesn't have it anymore, and I don't remember where it is.
Wait, who stole it?
Our warlock.
Fjord.
Oh. Oh, sorry. I was at a moment. I was thinking about something and trying to source this adamantite and hoping my uncle gives me a call.
It sounds like you were close to the chain of custody of who I was looking for, so
You saw him kill
that's more
people.
information than I did have.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I think I missed the last bit. Would you say
I said I saw him kill people with it.
you
The
saw
fuck?
Lord Devon kill people with it?
No, the warlock.
You know the warlock who stole it from me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you certain it was a warlock?
Hexblade? He does warlocky stuff. We weren't all that close.
So he's not a part of your crew.
He was. He's
Ah,
off on some other adventure now,
Mm.
doing whatever he wants to do.
with the sword.
Yes? No. Someone
No,
else
he
stole
doesn't
it, I
have
said.
it anymore.
Old man, you're making me
Ah,
feel like an old man.
I
Fuck's sake.
am confused. So your friend stole it.
You didn't piss out of
He
me.
had it stolen from Lord Devon. You watched Devon kill somebody with it. Devon gave it to me, and then I lost it.
Alright, man. I'm gonna write this down in chronological order.
Write these balls.
Devon had it. Thank you.
Devon
Then
gave
he
it to
gave
me.
it to you. Nope, shut up, old man.
Yes.
We're getting this straight. You be quiet. You had it. Our warlock, quotes, stole it. I saw him use it. Then he got it stolen from him. Then a bunch of other shit that doesn't concern you transpired, and here we are.
Oh, wait, how do you know
Oh my
that Devon
God.
didn't get it back from Fjord and then give it to this dude and then it got stolen from him? You could have the order wrong.
Out of character
Yeah.
and above table. You do have it wrong. Devon stole
Classic.
the sword from
Kindest thing he's ever
Fjord.
done for us.
I
Devon
mean,
stole the sword from Fjord. Fjord's been looking for it.
well, I don't know that.
Just one paragraph, but okay.
I mean, you did, but it's like, I
It's
don't
been
know who stole it
years.
from who. I didn't know, like,
know.
Devon wasn't the original owner.
Correct.
You stole it from whom?
So to me, my version of stuff makes perfect sense.
Okay. Back into the table on top of the game world. The artificer again bows his head. He goes, "Well, you've been gracious. You have told me more than I've known.
Gracious
I'm
balls.
out of noodles, and if there's anything else you need, I'd be happy to assist."
What other services do you provide?
Further research, instruction, enchanting,
Well, let me stop you there. I'm now interested.
unlicensed healing.
I said shut up, old man. Fucking old
I think
boot guy.
we need to have an enduring relationship, a business partnership with you, sir.
We find this sword. You enchant something for me.
I would enchant many a things for you if you were able to return the sword so I continue my research, yes.
Perfect. I put down 3 pistols in front of him.
You have to
alas,
return it first.
What would you
right?
like done with those?
We'll get to that.
Very well.
What can you do anything other than enchanting? Can you like work on the weapons, make them more accurate, anything like that, like a weaponsmith stuff, or just enchanting?
No, Alex, I
I'm
don't
not a
need that.
weaponsmith. I do know of a weaponsmith capable of...
Yes, please name.
He gives you the name of a fine master craftsman present here in the port city of Bann. You'll find him in the craftsman district at the shop called Invocation.
Invocation.
Yes, thank you. Sorry about that. Do you study magical items?
Yes, I do.
Do you or do you believe in bartering magical items for things?
Bartering is the way of the old land. Of course I do.
I unhook my belt and I hand him the alchemist's potion belt.
Alex, we talked about this. Keep your pants off.
As my pants fall to the floor.
He
Oh, God.
takes a look at the belt. Yes, and as such, what?
As such, what would you consider valid compensation if I were to give you that?
An uncommon alchemist's potion belt?
Yeah. Or you just based it off of rarity, not what it's capable of?
I don't presume to know the exact market of magical items, as he pulls out a jeweler's eyes as he says, potentially could give you 500 gold for this.
But what about that bartering thing you were talking about?
You mean to trade in kind?
I mean, yeah. How much work are you willing to put into a nice piece of breastplate armor?
This is not equal to any breastplate armor.
No, I have the breastplate already. I'm asking what work you would be willing to put on the breastplate.
Oh, they're sad. You have to be more specific in what you're looking for in a coming to trade, or else you'll get a wild card. Anybody knows that.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I've only got one hand for obvious reasons because I'm an idiot. It's not like you have a catalog of what you can do, so
No,
it's
you
kind
just
of...
like wild cards, you know?
I do, I know, Prim, you should have been here, but because my big sister's not here, I take my armor off, I hand it to him, and I say, do what you can with
no.
it.
I just realized Alex is our Charlie Day.
What armor is it?
Oh, no.
It's a breastplate.
Oh, you're really rolling the dice.
And so I tell him about my infusion. I already have an infusion on it.
Yep,
I tell him about that, ask him if he wants me to drop it.
He looks at it and he says, before any armor, especially like this, can be quote unquote enchanted, it would have to be proofed first. And I can tell you that proofing armor is costly, not, as he waves the belt around, alchemist belt wealthy.
He really likes likes to fucking roll the dice.
What kind of wealth are we talking? Are we talking about we're talking about rare relics of a savage tribe picked up off of a haunted island?
Please, no more haunted islands.
Spooky Island.
It was one
You would have to bring this
kobold
armor
island.
I
to
got
a
beat up.
arm. You would have to bring this armor to an armorer, get it armored proofed, and then bring it back to me, and then I could potentially affix it with runes.
Ooh,
How much does proofing cost?
big money.
Good proofing will cost you 1,000 gold.
Oh god, it's freaking 5 times what this armor's worth anyway.
But it does make it better.
Well, you can polish a turd, but it's still a fucking turd.
You can always check the armory here in Bann.
Yeah, so
And
if I
buy
got
something
proofed
else.
armor, right. What kind of rune working could you do?
Before I was kicked out of the guild,
Oh god, we should be best friends.
No!
I could do everything up to the rarest of runes.
Alright, well, 1,000's a steep price, but I do like my breastplate, so how about I give you the Alchemist's potion belt in exchange for that 500 gold pieces, and then when it comes time to do the runes, I will bring you something very, very rare.
You piqued my interests as he walks behind his desk again. He flicks open a compartment on the bookcase behind it, hits a switch, a drawer pops out. He pulls out a drawer. He fumbles around his pocket, pulls out a key, puts the key in the middle of the drawer, turns it. Another drawer opposite of him on his desk pops out.
The
As he
fucking Rube
pulls that-
Goldberg.
As he pulls out that desk drawer, he then pulls up what looks like a rack of chips, but they're in fact coins stacked very nice and neatly. And he reaches down and grabs 50 platinum pieces and hands them over to you.
Smart.
Okay, I take them and
Buy another one, you rich motherfucker.
Yeah.
I do believe I introduced myself as Sir.
Me.
I mean, this is the Empire. Alex can also be Sir, right?
Oh yes, this is the Natharian Empire, isn't it? How would you feel about doing business with
A Knight.
a Knight of the Natharian Empire?
He inspects your garb and says, "I doubt you very much are of the Natharian Empire."
I check my pockets to see if those dirty scallywag pirates took my fucking stuff from me, my metal.
Above table, I thought somebody else stole it a long time ago.
No, it's when I passed out and they recovered me off of the raft and I had nothing left.
A lifetime ago.
Right.
Yeah, that was
So
when it was
distracting.
gone. Okay, so, yeah, I'll be back. You know what? I'll be back. I'll fucking take that 1,000 gold or that 50 platinum pieces in my common clothes. I'll be back. Let's go, Captain Commodore. We'll be back.
Hang on. He's agreed to enchant my guns, yes?
Yeah, he's
So,
put
yeah,
his
he
guns
agreed,
on the
yeah.
table and everything.
Oh, God, okay. All right, well, I'm headed out in my common clothes. Frustrated now that I realize I was quoting rank that I'm not wearing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't have it.
Well, it does in this situation.
I mean, we can just verify that you're him.
Oh, no,
You're
that's the
dude.
plan. Yeah, no, I'm headed to the place.
The
They keep
magistrate?
record.
Or
Yes.
what are they
I'm
called
headed
here?
to the magistrate's office to have them verify it, reissue my
Viceroy
fucking
here.
commendation. But I'll wait outside the shop and shut my
All right.
Some water. Mm-hmm.
Slate, Mask, do you have anything else of Sahekla?
No.
No.
So I guess you all leave.
Hell yeah.
Primrose, throw me a D20 followed by a D100.
Oh. Please work.
For how many times you sneeze that I've been dropping your name.
I don't know what this does. Those seem okay.
You neither hear the names Danford or Ashworth yet.
Fuck.
However, you do hear an interesting tale.
Ooh, it's a ducktail.
Ooh.
Ducktail.
Ducktail.
Yes, interesting tale. Posture check. Okay. Oh, miss
The
button.
woman who runs the general store
And hydrate.
has 2 brand new helpers of a young age that are very good at their jobs and very good at being quiet. They were absolutely astonished at how professional that general store has come along.
Oh, does she now? I'd like to take a visit.
Very well.
I need to go get another barrel of ham.
Hmm.
So is that what the Captain Slate and Alex are doing? They're gonna get a barrel of ham.
No, I'm not.
Need the outside ham.
I need outside ham for Mr. Jiggums.
The amalgamation of a little barrel-shaped ham.
I want to get a barrel in the shape of a fish.
This land's version of spam. Ugh.
All right. So Primrose is heading to go find this general store. What is Alex, Captain, and Slate doing then?
If we have time, I would like to hit up the weapon master, Mr. Kellerman of the Invocation Shop, if the team is feeling like going.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
So a district over, into the market district you go. You find the white and black sign of the Evocation Weaponsmith shop. Inside is Kellerman, as he currently is working with one of his apprentices who's working on a piece right now. He leaves the apprentice at the anvil to hammer away as he comes to the front of the shop, and in between the hammer dings, he looks at you three gentlemen and goes, "Ah, gentlemen, what can I be doing for you today?"
Barrel ham.
Well, I've got a few requests. I wanted you to look at this pistol, see what you could do with it. And secondly, I need an armorer who can proof this breastplate for rune work.
Kyle, hello.
I
Hi,
can do
Kyle.
both those things.
Oh, fantastic.
Proofing this and getting it ready for runes will cost you 1,400 gold. And as for the weapon, as he picks it up and looks at it, he goes, "There's a number of things I could do with it. For one thing, as he tries to balance it, he goes, it's not balanced. I could give you a sight pin. I could also get this ready for runes. Or I could perhaps oil your barrel a little bit and give you some rifling. Anything beyond that, I potentially could enchant it for more gold. I could potentially make it superior in any case. I could even make this a masterwork if you have the gold."
That's interesting because we were recommended to you by someone else who said that you were the best, but that it would only be 1,000 gold to proof the armor.
It is 1,000 gold to proof the armor. However, if you would like me to get it ready for runic asphyxiation, it's an extra 400 gold.
Well, the proofing is what I need. Take these things in steps, invest in stages. Can't blow my entire coin purse today.
And then 1,000 golds in a day's worth of work, I could proof your breastplates.
Fantastic. How much would the work on the pistol be? You said something about it being superior.
If you would, and he looks it over and he goes, if you wish to make me bring this up to a balanced pistol, or a superior pistol, I have to balance it first. That'll cost you 100 gold. And if you would like me to make it superior, 1,100 gold total.
Oh, 1,100 total. So that's covers the 1,100 for the balance, 1,000 for superior.
Yes. And that would take 2 days worth of work. So 3 days worth of work in total, 2,100 gold.
Fantastic. Do you buy weapons by any chance?
Of course, I wouldn't be a marketplace dealer if I didn't.
It's out of my bag of holding. I'm, Mary Poppins style with the floor lamp. I pull out 6 muskets with bayonet.
Goes, I will give you gold for each bayonet. And I'll give you 250 for each musket.
For 250 gold.
Yes.
So 1,506 gold for the weapon.
I'm sorry.
Goddamn, better be.
Did I hear you wrong? You said 250 gold pieces per weapon.
250 gold per musket and 1 gold per bayonet. So
Right,
yes, a total
six.
of 1,560 gold for the whole lot.
1,506.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so that's 1,506.
Hell yeah.
Oh. Hell
yeah.
Somebody in the background said.
Justin.
I thought Billy was awake.
And I put 5 pistols on
No.
the table. Flintlocks. Sorry, I haven't been.
Are you selling those as well?
I'd like to see how much they're worth.
125 gold each.
That's roughly 2,131 for the weapons. Just a second, guys. We're having like a real world emergency at our house. Just a second.
Oh shit.
Yeah, sounds like it's your turn.
Oh.
Shannon, you find the brown thread needle shop.
Lovely. What a cute general store. Does it have any names attached with it? Or just the brown thread?
Sorry, I'm back. I'm back.
The sign above the general store literally is a depiction of a spool of brown thread. However, it's not flat and painted. It's very 3-dimensional, and it's obviously painted hemp rope as the thread.
Ah, lovely. All right. I guess I'll meander in.
Coming into the shop, you enter a door that rings a bell attached to the frame, and where the door strikes the little metal arm of the bell is very worn quite much, but it's still enough to hit it and make it go ring ring. As inside, there are already like 3 customers being helped by very adorable children wearing nice white linen shirts, brown aprons as they scurry from one shelf to the next and get various wares, weigh various things, and rack up a invoice of sale. In the far back, you can see a very voluptuous half-orc woman writing
Hell yeah.
a ledger. As you walk in, a child comes up to you on the other side of the counter, and like on its tippy toes, it's a very young male with freckles, red hair, and speaks to you and says, "Afternoon, ma'am. How can I help you?"
So I'm going to point to the opposite side of uh the store from where the half-orc woman is standing. I'm going to say, "Can you tell me about these wares over here?"
"Salute me, madam," as he scurries over to the other side of the store, staying behind the counters at all time. He also, as he's doing that, he moves one of the ladders that's on the railings that will help him go up and collect anything off the shelves. As he pushes it over, he points to the one shelf. He goes, "We have glass planes here that fit most standard windows." As he goes up to the next shelf, he goes, "Up here we have rubber gaskets of all sorts and various tubs for hygienic purposes. And at the top of the shelf, we have bath salts. Down below, I think in the containers and the cupboards, we have some other household wear goods. I can check if you'd like."
Oh, well, bath salts sounds useful since I'm on the sea a lot, so my clothing smells. But I just came from Dairy Cane. Have you ever heard of it?
It's my geography is a little bad, but I think it's an port city on Numako Island.
It's a bit of a ways from here in the district of Cran. Can I tell what type of what this boy is? Small boy?
He's human.
Little human? Okay. I'm gonna say, okay, well, we just came from there, so I was wondering how the quality of wares is here in comparison.
I'm not too familiar yet with Empire quality. But from where I'm from, I'm told Elven quality is only looks good and is actually very poor in durability.
Oh, are you more familiar with Durgunian quality?
He shakes his head. Yes.
Oh, that's where I'm from. I'm originally from New Winsfield.
Where is New Winfield?
New Winsfield is, oh gosh, probably a ways away from here.
How far is it from New Herkimer?
Is that an island I'm familiar with?
It's a Deargunian port city. And finally, there's a clearing of a throat as the half-orc woman has come over and says, introduces, intercedes in the conversation and goes, "Good afternoon, ma'am." She addresses you. "Is this little one giving you adequate services?" And you can see,
Oh.
like, now he's like looking down at the floor and like he's very still.
Oh, he's been absolutely wonderful. What a sweet young man he is. He was telling me about the wares you have over here. I'm particularly interested in the bath salts, if you don't mind.
Oh, yes. She's without the ladder. She's able to reach up and grab 2 bags of bath salts and plops them down. One's got a lavender sticker, the other one's got a purple sticker. She goes, "I have lavender scented bath salts over here, and I have rose scented salts as well. I did not think that this little man might have the muscles to lift it up the shelf."
Oh, well, thank goodness that a strong woman such as yourself is here. Thank you for your help.
"Of course, dearie. Do you have any other further questions?"
Will you be my mother?
Oh,
Ooh, Tommy, mommy.
No, your store here is quite quaint. I'm not familiar with the island of Bann in general. I'm very glad that I found such a proper store to handle my wares while we're in port.
Well, the port city of Bann is part of the Athlone Island. Only half of this island is really inhabitable, and we just so happen to luckily be on the good half, as our neighboring port city of Foyle is also an illustrious Empire port city. I'm sorry, where did you say you were from again?
I'm originally from New Winfield, but I'm part of the Masked Maiden crew, and we are all over the place lately.
New Winfield. Governor Rowlett, is it, right?
I believe so, yes. How are you familiar with them?
I try to keep up with politics. I know Governor Rowlett was very instrumental in the changing of the port city of Dondera over to the Dirganian side. However, I think with the recent war that I hear, that Dirgan might be on the defensive against both Cran and Murez.
Yes, ever at war. Such a shame.
It might be a shame, but even for the Empire out here in Athlone, war is good for business.
Well, that's true. Good for the coffers is good for the Empire, at least right now.
Certainly a ship crewed like by yours from Dirgan, you should be pulling in money from various shipments and war supplies, are you not?
Not so much war supplies. We stick rather to privateering when we can. Good heavens, I'd rather not get involved with such things as the war, especially when it comes to politics. But when it comes to morals, we're trying to get involved where we can.
Alas, privateering during wartime should fetch you a pretty good prize for every enemy ship you sack. Is that not true?
We do well enough. I certainly am glad that I can afford such luxuries as bath salts, and I laugh.
Don't need
Well,
anyone's face.
certainly be able to afford this little luxury, as yes, there's nothing beats relaxing in a tub soak of bath salts.
So,
Do apologize for the idle chat, but what else would you request or require, madame?
Well, we're going to be here for a while, considering one of my cohorts needs business elsewhere in town. So I'll probably be able to pop in again before long, especially after I use these for a good bath. Do you mind if I catch your name so that I know what good store I'm going to the next time?
She smiles and she goes, of course. The name's Holmes.
Can you spell it out so I don't muck it up?
Sherlockius Homius.
Big homies.
Well,
Name's
madam,
Holmes,
it is
and I
lovely
run
to meet you.
this general store. Oh, it is lovely to meet you. I don't believe I caught your name, ma'am.
Ah, my name is Primrose. You can call me Prim if you feel so inclined.
I was enchanted to meet you, Lady Prim.
And his name is
Oh,
John
Jesus.
C.
Thanks, Jester. How much are the bath salts? I don't know how much that would cost in this place.
It is a 2.5 pound of bag of bath salts, so it will be 12 copper.
Jeez, Pete.
It's a lot of salt.
12 copper, easy.
How many faces could you eat with that?
Oh, not like that, not that kind of bath salts. Okay,
Exactly.
I'm gonna go find my crew so that I can tell them that I've found some kids, but not.
You found kids, but you also want to commission a bathtub for the
I'm not.
ship.
Oh my god! I just needed to get talking to the child.
Oh shit, that didn't even occur to me. That is fucking kid.
Oh my god!
Oh shit, she's on a mission. She's so clandestine, we didn't even know.
Hey there, children.
Yeah.
Uh,
Fucking
God, you're good, Prim.
see, and I managed to keep my cool. Otherwise, I would have shot her. Okay.
Quick, take this gun.
What got me?
Oh, damn.
Back to the store invocation. So what would you like to do, Alex?
So it was in the text chat. Basically, I give him all of the stuff, all the trade goods, which you said was 2131. I ask for the breastplate to be prepared, the flintlock, the 100 GP for balance, and 1,000 for superior, and then the 36 or the 31 GP is a tip, and I tell him that I will be displaying this everywhere I go in the Natharian Empire, and I ask him how long it will take.
People
3
will
days.
want to know.
6
3 days.
minutes.
Because I realize I don't have my badge, but when I return, I want to have my rank so that he knows and understands that he did a commission for one of the Natharian Empire.
Exactly. All right.
After this, I tell the captain and the commodore, if you don't mind, we should go see the Viceroy. Also, I need my fucking rank back, please. So it would be a good time for you guys to interface, and I can just do some bookkeeping.
Keep them books.
Book.
Books.
Do we have an agreement?
I'll eat a book, yeah.
Ah, Gale of Waterdeep.
So you guys
I
show
ate
up
the weave.
to the Viceroy's manor. Of course, the hall boy takes your names.
Oh boy.
Brings you up inside into the foyer, up the stairs to the office. Has you sit. You guys sit for like maybe 15 minutes. A door opens up. Butler stands out and says, "A Commodore mask on the captain's slate, +1 crew. Follow me."
+1. God, I gotta get that fucking rank back.
You walk in to a stately room, but then he brings you to a door. And into that door, you come into a study.
Pardon.
As a tiefling stands up and says, good evening, gentlemen. I'm Viceroy Kernlaith. Welcome to the port city of Bann. Please come in, come in. Do any of you like any drinks?
No.
Do you introduce yourselves? Slate, mask.
No, he knows who we are.
I'm going to take a tea or a beverage of that sort.
Very well, Captain. Commodore Mask, I presume. As he brings up a cup and saucer and pours in some hot tea himself. The butler went to step forward and he totally waved his hand. He goes, "That'll be all." Plops in the tea bag, little spoon, swirl action. He looks over and he goes, "Commodore Mask, would you like sugar, milk?"
Yeah.
Little teaspoon of sugar, a little bit of milk, swirls it again with the spoon, puts the spoon on the saucer, and carries the saucer and cup and spoon over to you.
Thank you.
He points to Slate and Alex. He goes, "Gentlemen, anything at all. It's no burden."
Yes, a tea, please.
Very well.
Classic
No,
Slate.
and a tea, please. Same order?
Yes, please.
Very well. He tea, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of honey, swirl, a second cup saucer, and tiny spoon handed off to Alex. The tiefling rounds his desk, spins the disc map that's like in like a gyroscopic thing next to his desk, and stands in front of his plush chair and then leans on it forward and says, "Oh, gentlemen, you've asked for a meeting with me. I do believe, Commodore Mask, I do recall that you are only a captain with Nathair. Is that correct?"
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
And I do not recall ever seeing a Captain Slate given letters of marquise.
Not yet.
I assume that is why you are here?
But it could
Work
be
for him.
also.
Alas, gentlemen, then how can I be of service?
Well, once the Commodore is done with his Commodore and Captain are done with their requests, I do have a small request.
We're
He's
already
listening.
there. Request away.
Well, in that case, I am ashamed to admit that amidst combat with savage slavers, my mark, my rank that was bestowed upon me, and my letter from the Queen have been destroyed. And I've wondered if your bookkeeping and records would show of my appointment within the Natharian Empire. so that I could have my rank back.
Travesty. Your name, sir?
Alex Burton of the Natharian Empire.
As a 10E. Okay. So, Bradford, as the butler comes back, he goes, fetch us the adjutant. Let him look up the name Alex Burton, who was appointed by Onoe by the Queen. And he looks to you and goes, how far back did this happen, sir? Were you appointed?
Several months, not too long. Have you heard of the... what's that tree called?
Jaegersil.
No, not that one.
Yeah, the sap.
Fine.
Shit.
No, fuck.
Maple.
I'm not logged in.
Banana bread.
It's the banana bird tree.
Have you heard of the Hampton trees?
The Hampton Trees of Grove Island. Yes, I have.
Yes. Have you heard of the solution that was provided in order to harvest the Hampton trees without destroying?
Killed them.
He motions to the beverage cart and he says, I actually have some syrup.
Hell yeah, you do.
Well, we'll say politely, you're welcome. And that discovery and all of that work was done by me.
Ah, so you helped Viceroy Kernlaith extend the influence of Grove Island from the eastern Lane all the way out here. Well, no
Yes.
wonder. Well, as soon as our adjutant has confirmed your identity and that you were indeed appointed to 10E, I shall render you a replacement badge.
Yes, I appreciate it, and I thank you. I do have to ask, though, how is the syrup?
It is delicious.
Icky.
Luckily, it is being sold in the Empire, and it's not as expensive. I'm told it is double to find it in Owego.
There we go.
Fantastic.
Bahama.
Man, Owego, Montego, baby, why don't we down to Kokomo?
Got him.
We'll get there fast, and then we'll take it slow.
Gentlemen, is there anything you could tell me of the war?
Nope.
Oof. We've been hunting slavers and going after the ilk that creeps in the darkness and doesn't make it onto the hit list of the military.
Oh.
Then that is a commendable bravery of action. Have any recent ilk been dispatched and any filthy slavers been of the Empire citizens?
I look to the crew. Have
Hmm?
I have a new list,
but you're not here.
and I'm not here.
Learn.
Here.
But you saw me get the list, and there were people in Bann, so you know that much.
We do have an updated list. Sadly, it does include some people in this port as being recipients or purchasers of the
Angry.
goods.
Hit it.
Angry finger guns.
Yes, specifically children that were taken from an island. We had a catastrophic emergency event in which a port was evacuated. The refugees were split. We were able to rescue most of the adults, some of the children, but other children have been rendered missing. And our intelligence has shown us that some of the purchasers of those children reside within this port.
That is salacious. I will request the names at once of who have ordered these children from bonded trade.
Currently, the list is with our most morally guided crewmate,
Summon her.
the Lady
That's-
Prim.
Once.
At once! I click my heels
Okay.
and turn. And I go outside and I start using the cantrip. It only goes 120 feet. Prim, are you there?
Hold up.
High or low? And I'll let Alex and Primrose decide. High or low.
What do you say, Prim?
Yeah, let's go high.
Hi.
Come on, save wavelength.
Here comes that.
Say,
moment.
oh,
She picks up on the sending.
Yeah,
that's
that's
my
my
sister.
adopted brother.
Ah, you don't have to use the A word.
Wow. He's sensitive. Ooh.
Oh my god, too fucking good.
Okay, I start jogging over.
It's a hurried rush. Brim, what the fuck, Brim? Take your fucking list. Get over here. I sold all my shit. I'm really bad at business. And I politely wait outside.
As in your head, you're fucking panicking.
Oh yeah, I'm like the Secret Service guy, like speaking into his collar, and I'm like, Prim, get the fuck over here, Prim.
Do I get to respond, or is that just to me?
No, that's the spell sending. You get to respond. I don't think you get to respond to message.
So you're just in my head right now? Okay, the faster I get there, the faster this fucking stops, so I'm going.
Oh yeah, no, every step you take is a fucking slap earned.
Every step you take, every breath you take,
Oh god.
I'll be slapping you.
will be.
It's our musical episode.
Please no.
Our DM's sick of us.
He'll be doing. Who?
How dare you, sir?
Yeah, he left. Yay.
Excuse.
Can we go?
And
So, Prim, you hurry over the 80 feet to the Viceroy's mansion and see an excited Alex outside the door.
Like bouncing on my toes, yelling into my collar. Oh god, Prim. Okay, hey, do you have the list?
yeah, of course I have the list. I always
Okay,
have the list. Let's go.
I know. All right, list master. All right, let's go. Okay, so here's the situation. We told him that the list contains people in this port, and he's ready to prosecute.
Can we trust him?
I mean, yeah, it's fucking Viceroy. He was ready to fucking hang people. I feel that he feels as though we feel about slavers.
I don't have anything like detect good or evil, so
I mean, is that a spell?
pretty sure.
Oh shit, I don't have a spell like that either. Can you read minds?
I'm a druid. I know I can't read mine.
This is a gun.
I mean,
Should I use the unseen servant to tickle him while we ask him questions and see if he can keep a straight face?
Did you get your rank
Yeah,
back?
no, I'm in my common I'm in my common clothes. My armor's gone. I sold all my weapons, and we got 3 days until I get any of my stuff back. But we can.
I have a risky play we can do.
You're not out here.
Oh.
I would like to know the risky play, but my character is not allowed to know it.
Oh God, Adam very much wants to know the risky play.
Yeah, of course you do.
Oh, I turn around and I use message, and I say, Slate, I found her.
Can
And
we
I cast
trust
another
him?
one. Captain, I found her. Can we trust him?
No.
You can't respond. You'd have to walk out.
Good. I yell just no into the air. No.
So as we're coming through the doors to the Viceroy's mansion, do we hear him scream no?
Yes.
Yes. So,
The tiefling like looks alarmed and goes, Commodore, are you okay?
I looked at. I said no.
sorry. Hey, Prim.
My apologies, Commodore. How can I help and make your accommodation more pleasing?
It's not you.
Why are we
I
like
feel
this?
dumbness somewhere in the city.
How strange. As he continues to go on prattle about the recent marketing expansion of Bann. Alex, Primrose, continue.
I tell Prim. We can't trust him. That's why the captain yelled no.
Okay, well, tell him you couldn't get me because I was already returned to the ship. We can always return another time.
No, we got you.
You mean
We got-
no?
I'm not returning empty-handed. I've
You
only got
already
one.
only have one hand. You can go without
That's-
something in your hand.
Classic.
So we just go in and we say that your list is unintelligible and the names are all ciphers and random names.
Yep, we need to get
May
it
I-
deciphered.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Would you care for a drink?
No, thank you.
This tiefling says to you.
I
I show her.
appreciate it though.
But sis, I worked very hard for the syrup in this tea.
And I'm sure
He
it's
didn't
lovely.
put syrup in the tea. Put milk in the tea.
All right, then good. You can't
Very
get
well.
me into the milk tea.
May I see the list? And can you presumably point out how you know children were sold to this port city?
We got it from a very reliable, well, to us source, but lately he's been proving skittish at best.
Pickle.
What's the Viceroy's last name?
Yeah, what is it? Kernlaith?
Kernlaith.
It says in the chat.
Pram, does that match your list?
Was
I
his
use-
was that name on the list? I highly doubt he would be on there because he's like political. Like if he bought any, it would have been under a different name, is my guess.
Can you remember the names on that list if we give him the list?
Oh, I'm not giving him the list. The paper I bring out, since you told me we can't trust him, I brought out the report on the two-headed
Cipher.
sharks that I had in my bag.
Oh God. Okay.
You said I can't trust him.
Yeah, but I said use like a cipher and make them all funny names.
How am I supposed to cipher it within 2 minutes?
Shop owner, bar owner, random man with beard.
So you show him notes on a two-headed shark, and he looks at it and he reads it over and he goes, "So what part of this tells you that children have been sold here in the port city of Bann? I do not make any of this."
Well, that's the confusing part. It's all encrypted by a cipher, and we're still working on cracking the key to the cipher.
Mm-hmm.
These are the
Can I
notes
see the
that
translated copy?
it's rough and it's all in my head.
He reaches over to his writing desk, pulls out a fresh sheet of parchment, and pulls over a inkwell and quill and says, "I have all afternoon."
Oh yeah, I don't trust this guy at all.
Fantastic. And I pull up a chair and I sit down and I take the chair and I sit like 2 feet away from his desk and then I scooch it closer till my knees are touching the other side of his desk.
The Viceroy Tiefling looks back at you three, i.e. Primrose, Slate, and Mask, and says, "Well, if you don't care for any additional beverages, can I ring the butler for any food?"
You know who Ashford is?
Ashford. I am not familiar with the name.
Huh.
Should I be?
I don't fucking know. You're the guy, dude. You're him. You're what do you call him?
I'm Ashford?
I look at Slate and I say, "Is that the
No, like you're an important person here. You should.
is that the store owner you needed to see?" I just stare at Slate.
With those big eyes.
Mm.
You just
Tiefling's
stare at him the
eyebrow
way
is-
you stare at your camera.
The Tiefling's eyebrow is like fucking the rock level up on his eye and his brow now.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that.
Like he's watching you all like when you're like, "Yeah, you're the guy," and your little exchange. He looks at you all like he looks at you all questioningly now.
Yeah, like you don't know an Ashford?
I know no Ashford in my term of advisors, nor part of any of the nobility that I regularly deal with.
Yeah, just checking.
Classic.
What is this? What is the significance of that name?
It's someone I was supposed to meet.
Yeah, well. As he turns back around to see how far Alex has gotten. What have you written down?
So I am comparing the soliloquies and the metaphorical comparison between a double-headed shark and a person who never tells the truth, and that is a merchant who always lies to his customers.
Just like my
What have you
father.
written down on the parchment?
I've written down merchant who is known for terrible prices.
My God.
The Viceroy looks over your shoulder, reading this. He goes, "Excuse me, if I may ask, what part of these notes did you get that from? And without the cipher in your hand, how are you doing this?"
That's the problem. The cipher's in my head, and I don't have two hands to hold a cipher and write with.
You said you were
So-
given to this by somebody you trust, but has been getting dodgy.
They've been getting fickle. And the fickle part comes from the fact that they didn't give us the key to the cipher. They only gave us the notes and told us that we needed to figure it out.
Okay, so please accelerate and to get to the part where he told you that children were sold in bonded trade in this port city.
Well, our informant brought us this and said that he took it from someone who does dirty deals in this port, and that this was the key to us tracking down the missing children who had been evacuated from a port city and taken into slavery. Now, again, I did say that we rescued some of the children, but not all.
I am close.
The
I'm close
there's a
call.
knock at the door, and the Viceroy, not breaking eye contact with you, says, "Come in." As the butler comes in and says, "The adjutant found his record," and has like a small handheld pillow, and you see the 1OE badge on it. And the Viceroy finally breaks eye contact and says, "I'll have that." Takes the pillow with the badge on it, comes back around and says, "I'm going to give you this. I expect the document to be completed within the hour, showing exactly who bought which children, how many, and names. Or, and he looks at you, raising both eyebrows, I don't give you this."
Fantastic and understood. I would like a little bit of privacy and my cohort, Prim, to work with me. She does the best at balancing my insanity.
He walks behind his desk, places the pillow in front of him, and says, and waves for Prim to pull up a seat closer to you at his desk. And he sits down at his desk and leans back in his chair.
All right, Prim. We've but an hour, and we need to get to work.
Yeah, this sounds about right. I just stare at whatever he's writing and just sigh my soul out of my body.
I point to the page and I draw upon different verses in her notes about a two-headed shark. And I do my fucking best to send her some subtle signals that, hey fam, I need a fucking handout here. Can we make this happen?
We've only got 2 options. I'm assuming this is in sending.
This is via message.
Okay. I can't,
So you can
I can't
respond. You can be like, well, there's 2 options for this.
Yeah, I point to the paper that
The two-headed
this
shark.
part right here, there's 2 options.
Yes.
Obviously the two-headed shark is all about the fact that they're two-faced. So they're either trustworthy or they're not, depending on who they're talking to.
Yes. Fantastic deduction and reasoning skills. Now, when we speak of the location in which to hunt the two-headed shark, what are you able to derive from that? Now, I was thinking something more along the lines of a merchant or a shop owner. Do you have any input on that?
Well,
Hang on 1 second. Viceroy, can I talk to you for a second outside?
Very well. As he gets up and walks with you out the only door to his study.
Okay.
And I get real close to Alex and I say, look, motherfucker, we either tell him the actual name or we don't. I'm not wasting an hour here for us just fucking around. Are we telling him or no? Because like you can get your information from your your high ranking at a different empire thing. If we can't trust him, this is like these kids are at stake.
Totally understand. Don't want the kids anything bad to happen to them. Do you know the names? Write them down on a separate piece of parchment. We're going to deliver him the actual list, but we can act faster than he can. If we set up sentries and we guard and we monitor the people that you have identified, we can watch how the Viceroy handles this and we can intercept any bad actions that happen. That will prove whether we can or can't trust him. So yeah, we give him the honest names, but I use my message skill, I send this over to the crew, we get people posted up, and we split it into 2 teams, and we're ready to react to whatever the Viceroy's people do.
Look, I don't want to risk all 8 kids from this port that if we cannot trust him. So if we give him one name and be able to decipher that with the person who bought the least amount of kids, then can we do that?
You're right. One good name, a false name, but we prioritize and emphasize the good name, and we monitor the good name. See how he acts, see how he handles this. You give him one good name, one false name. We monitor him, see how he reacts, see how he handles this situation. We can intercept one team. We don't have to risk all 8 kids.
Okay, but we haven't even found any of the kids, like, certainly. Like, I found a place that had new kids show up who are surprisingly obedient for no reason, but...
That sounds perfect to me.
But I didn't find the person with the name on the paper.
But we don't have to follow the person. We have to follow the kids. That's the priority, is the kids.
Okay, well, the one with the 2 kids from Bann that bought 2 is Danford. And I asked him to write that one down. That has 2 kids. They bought 2.
Danford, Danford?
Yes.
Where do they work?
It doesn't fucking say.
No, it does. Okay, but you said that you saw them. You saw the new kids. Where did you see them?
I saw there were new kids at the general store, but I don't know.
Okay, well, general store equals merchant equals it also kind of follows my storyline.
Yeah, but the person who is the lead there, it goes by the name of Holmes.
Okay, but again, we watch the kids.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
To those kids. Anything and everything else that we see that happens around that general store will point us towards Danford.
All right. That's the one good name that you give them.
I'm crazy. It's understandable, but I think that the only thing that we have to do with absolutely no leads is to use this information as bait and generate a lead from it.
Okay.
All right, so what are we using for the second name? Smith?
Do you think Smith is a common name in Bann or the Empire? What's a common name for the Empire?
The only names I know of the Natharian Empire are the fucking royalties and Viceroy. I haven't brushed shoulders with... there was an arborist that I worked with. There was an arborist that I worked with.
Arborist?
Dairy Cade. What was his name? DM. Shit. I took such. What was it?
John Freeman.
Not helping you.
Not helping me. Oh my god, let me check my note.
If you're trying to recall correct information for positive good things, I'd let you know. But since you're doing deception, you're on your own.
Classic.
Fake it till you make it.
Oh my god, guys, I hand wrote all those notes from an in-person session. They're not in Kanka.
Fake it until you fake it.
Well, where the fuck did you write them down?
Yeah, where did you write them?
Alright, guys.
Not here.
I'm as terrible in person as I am in game, so...
I have the list. In person. Right here.
But do you have the list? But do you have the list of people that we know are known slave traders from
Well,
Blue?
the DM literally just told me about it. It's 3 pages long, so he hasn't sent me an in-person list version for me to write down. So no.
No. The list. Remember when we got the list about Blue and his pirates and the people we were hunting on the list, the original list?
Mm,
That's
Let's
not
see.
a blues list.
that's not a blues list.
What
That's
was
one that I found in a cultist dungeon.
Yeah, that's a
Let's
cultist
use
list.
it.
Totally
Yeah,
unrelated.
no, that's different.
Doesn't matter. It's a name.
None of these names sound like empire names.
Empire today.
This port isn't 100% pure.
Okay, maybe don't phrase it that way.
Pure empire. Sorry.
Uh huh.
Last name Grove.
Pure Grove.
That's it. That's the last name we give him.
Oh
Grove.
boy.
So we put Danford on the list, General Store, and then Grove. And we derived Grove, when I explained it to the Viceroy, we derived Grove from the hunting location that we were sent to hunt the sharks at. It is commonly referred to as a grove or a grotto. Grottos are in sea, the grove is inland. That's where we pull that from.
So you got it
So-
from way up your butt.
Well,
Wee.
we're using your two-headed shark notes, so I'm
Well, if you
taking
tell
it.
me someone is not trustworthy, I'm not giving them the actual
I
paperwork.
fucking understand. I'm trying to get my rank back.
Who cares about your rank? These are kids'
I want a
lives.
discount on the stuff I sold.
You're risking them for a discount.
Yeah.
No, I'm risking them for science.
I'm so close to bringing out the thorn whip.
It's okay. All right, so Stanford is on our notes, General Store, and 2 is the number that we put next to that. And then Grove is in our notes as a name, but not a location. And we put 2 next to that name. Are you good, Prim? We good?
I mean, you can put a 6 next to it because the other person actually bought
We didn't.
6. So
We didn't tell him that. We don't
no,
know that.
we didn't tell him that, but we should at least account for all of the stolen kids.
Okay, fine. We put 6 next to Grove. Are you good to go? Because I'll message Slate.
Eeh.
Yeet. And then I send a message to Slate. We're good.
So tired.
So, Slate, were you talking to the Viceroy outside the room all this time?
I've had a realization. There's a lot of tieflings in leadership positions. I don't mean to be
Yes.
crass, but are you all kind of like the same family? I've not noticed your kind anywhere else except the Empire.
She goes, yes. My father is the second cousin of the Queen.
Ah. Do you happen to know a Rowena?
I do. He
Hmm.
is the Viceroy of Barrow, as I recall. His mother was my father's second aunt removed.
Oh God, I'm never gonna remember that. Just... Huh. Well-
It's very obvious that you are not a civilian nor a citizen of the Empire, but yes, everybody in the Viceroy positions is somehow related to the Queen, and as any other ruling class of the citizens of the Empire are tieflings.
Huh.
It is impossible for anybody else to rise to any such station. Thus,
In-
our achievable rankings.
Not
That's
even if
fucky.
someone were to marry into the family?
You could marry into the family, but your offspring would have to have the chance of being born a tiefling.
Hmm. Well, that does pose some problem. Oh, not a problem. Truth be told, I'm quite taken with his daughter, so I didn't want to hinder her in some way. That being the case.
Ah, his daughter Mai. Well, you would be a very lucky man to be smitten with her. Definitely say pick up on the final ports of the court detail. I do not believe a captain privateer such as yourself would be out of his league. You would have to impress him, and I would say you too would have to attain ranking within the Nathairian Empire like your crewmate.
Well, it's not outside the realm of possibility.
Nonsense. Any great accomplishment for the Empire, such as improving the quality of said trade goods as syrup and making a port city very prosperous, was possible for your crewmate, I'm sure you could be able to pull off some astounding feat if you tried hard enough.
Well, if only you knew, Viceroy.
Alas, there's much I do not know, and that includes the 2 names of people who bought kids in my port city.
Oh, I'm sure we'll track them down soon enough. Let's not waste any more time in that regard, shall we?
Please.
I'm done.
As he follows you back into the room, he strides over to the desk and looks down and sees the completed work and says, "It didn't take you an hour, I see. May I see the list?"
Yes, absolutely. However, I did remember something recently. When I completed the Hampton Tree Tap, I was given a letter by the Queen herself. Told me to introduce myself to you and ask about a Sir Heckler, an artificer.
Ah, yes, the local artificer, Sir Heckler. I believe he has a manor not too far from here. You, by all means, should make an appointment with him. He is a brilliant mind. He has come up with many inventions. I do believe he has gone stagnant as of late. He has been following a stroke of bad luck recently, this last year or so. Something about a sentient soul being stolen from him.
Something we'll have
He
to
rants and
investigate.
raves that it walked off on its own, and that's thus started the stroke of bad luck.
Understandable. I was just interested. The letter of the Queen did mention to introduce myself to you and to ask about being introduced as a fellow artificer myself who has been in service to the Queen and to the Nathairian Empire. I would very much
As
like your
such,
blessing.
citizen, I will introduce you. At first, the pressing matter of these names.
Understandable. And I slide him the list.
What have you written down?
We wrote down Danford, General Store, 2 purchased. And Grove, unknown location, 6 purchased.
There are 8 kids within this port, not a part of the Empire census. Very well. Han, you said this is. You said this was recently done, correct?
Yes, we.
He rings a bell, and the butler comes back in. And he hands him the copy that you've given him. He goes, "Give this to the adjutant. Have him go and complete a complete census of the entire port city and the outlying plantations. I want these 8 kids found. The people who hold these 8 kids will be brought and hung prior to the pirates tomorrow." The butler takes the name and leaves the office. He goes, "Very well. We will take care of this matter."
I message Prim and I say, do you think we can trust him now?
Oh, I like his action.
I do too. That's what I said.
The census will take some time. I doubt it'll be done today in time to hang them before the pirates were hanging tomorrow, but the adjutant will move quick, I assure you.
We
If we
deeply
delay the pirates
appreciate the
hanging?
sentiment.
I mean, yeah, she's right, but that's exactly how we feel about pirates. However, it would be wonderful if the pirates got to see the people who purchased slaves hung before them.
Again, it'll take longer to complete the census than a day. The pirates are
Understandable.
still due to hang tomorrow at noon.
Understandable.
Pardon my curiosity. How did you manage to catch pirates?
The southern seas are full of piracy. And in fact, it's the only reason the Empire has spread out so far here to the west and south of the Orlane, is to fight the piracy and smite them from their coves of hiding.
Pardon a question. Have any of the pirate ships that you've conquered or captured had a flag the feather on it.
No.
Interesting. We're on
What
the
is
trail.
the importance of a feather on a flag, though?
We
All I
are
need. As he pushes
trailing.
the pillow over, to you.
I graciously accept, pin it onto my collar as I explain that we are trailing a pirate who flies a flag with a feather on it.
White
More like he's
sail, blue
trailing us
feather.
at this point.
Trailing, yes. And so far, actually, more than one occasion in which we've interacted with said pirate from a distance, and we are definitely not on his good side.
I'd rather be on his bad side. He's
Fuck
not
on
a
the
good
road.
person.
Yeah, fuck
Sir
that guy.
Burton, do you take me as a fool?
No.
Is this pirate the slaver?
He's the ringleader of the slavers.
No, they
Aha.
just work together.
Oh, sorry.
So,
My sister's correct. She's far more adept than I am. They simply work together.
Mm-mm.
what is the full description of the flag?
So I give him the full description of Blue's flag.
White field, blue feather.
Mhm.
White
He writes that
field,
down. He
blue
goes,
feather.
I will be handing out this piece of intelligence information to all of my captains. I thank you for
He's a
that.
bird, by the way.
He is a bird, by the way, confirmed by Captain Sleet.
Oh yeah, he's the only one who's seen him.
Not an owl.
Who, you say?
Hmm.
Suspicious.
Ooh, by bird, do you mean he is an Arakoa?
No, you described him more like a raven, didn't you?
No,
Looks like
we
a
were all
raven,
unconscious
man.
for that, yeah.
I don't know if I know what an Arakoa is.
No, we fought and killed many.
We've killed.
Oh yeah,
We've
Arakoa
killed a
before.
lot
like the
of
same
Arakoa.
guy.
He was different by your description.
Yeah, he was. If Arakoa is coming raven flavor, then yes.
Yeah, but you said that he didn't repeat things. He didn't.
Well, he wasn't a Kenku.
No,
Right.
he was rather well spoken in a scary
in
way.
eloquent.
So not a Kenku and not an Arakoa.
He
Or
might
is
be an Arakoa. I can't really tell the difference.
Do Arakoas look like tropical birds?
I'm not
raven's
too
not a
familiar
trop-
with all the subspecies of the Arakoas.
Well, he was described as a raven.
He looks like a man
And
with
a raven is
head.
a tropical bird to you?
I think
No.
my brother is talking about the fact that we have encountered Blue's pet bird, who is a tropical bird. He's getting his birds confused. Sorry.
Well, sorry.
We've unfortunately talked to a lot of birds, apparently.
So Blue is the
Unfortunately.
name of the pirate slaver. He flies a blue feather flag on a white field, and he is a unmistaken avian bird folk, not of Arakoa nature, and definitely not of Kenku nature, but raven-like.
Definitely not Kenku.
So
He writes
here's
all
the
this
thing.
down.
He may be an Arakoa. I'm the only one who's seen him, and I don't have a great eye for this sort of thing.
Well, can you describe him so that someone would be able to
He
draw him?
look like a man with a bird head.
Oh.
He kind of looks like the last guy we fought at the fort, but I could only see him from, I don't know, the chest up, maybe. So
Was he like talking with his hands? Did he have wings or did he have hands?
that's all I saw.
Oh.
I don't need. We don't need all the extra crap that may or may not be true.
Fair. Well, when I asked about tropical birds, I was trying to eliminate unknowns. You said he would look like a raven, so he's like, black
Right,
feathers.
you're just
like black
confusing the
feathers,
guy.
right?
Mm.
But black feathers.
The ravens only have black feathers.
I mean, just eliminating unknowns.
You're making more unknowns.
No, he's got black feathers. That was a statement.
Here's
Indeed. You just.
I began
Whatever you're saying-
furiously scribbling. Black
Alex,
feathers.
I say this with love. Is shut up.
so much love.
As I
Did you get the
buff
pop-up?
out the rank on my collar.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh.
You can be a knight here all you want. I'm gonna seize your ass as mine. Yep, that's it.
What's it?
The sound.
Oh, I had to mute it. You guys were using it so much.
That's true. We do use it a lot.
Aw.
But I mean,
Now that-
like, when when Blue was talking, all I heard was,
So that was the parrot that talked to you.
Yeah, Bolt.
This is the blue Arakoa that you killed at the fort.
Okay, that's not Blue.
oh, Blue is, funnily enough, not blue.
Yeah.
But he is a blue falcon.
Maybe not.
We don't know.
Kinda. He does seem to care about his crew, though. All right. I believe as though we have given you the notes that we have and the cipher that we have discovered. What now will you do other than this census?
Well, you say this information is recent. My census should find everybody who wasn't on the last census. We will then make investigations as to the discrepancies and deltas of those in the town. Obviously, we are narrowing it down to just children of underage. So if there's exactly 8 new children on this island, the so-called guardians of these children will be brought in for questioning. We'll summon an inquisitorial force who will use their zone of truths, and we'll find out if they've purchased these kids in bonded trade, which is illegal to the Empire, and they will be prosecuted as such.
Oh man.
Until dead.
Zone of truth. Why didn't we think of that?
Oh,
Get
God. We
prosecuted
need...
until dead.
Gotta
You got
love the
any-
classic Inquisitor move.
Yeah, got any paladins for hire?
Got any
The
grapes?
Empire does not loan out its paladins.
Good, because if you said the name Thomas, we'd have a problem.
Oh, I miss
Oh,
him.
that
Mm.
guy. Mm.
He's so
All right,
slow.
well,
He's so slow.
If the Viceroy has nothing left for us, then we shall continue our endeavor. We will be in port for a little while, and call upon us if you shall.
As I shall. Gentlemen, lady, bid you good day.
Queen's blessing. Okay, let's go.
And I show the proper Natharian courtesies.
Actually, when Prim says Queen's blessing, it is actually returned to her.
And so I say Queen's blessing.
May the force also be with you.
No.
And a Queen's blessings to you, sir.
Fantastic. All right, guys.
Captain, Commodore, good day.
The big
All right, so
bow.
if we have time, I want to go check in with the shop. No, not the shop. I want to go check in with the artificer real quick.
You going back to Heckler already?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll go back to
Okay.
Heckler with my rank. Finally. And I say, hello.
He looks up from the bookcase that he's still refiling, and he goes, "You're back so soon. Do you already
Yes.
have the material for your hand?
No. But no. Nobody can source adamantine that fast.
You're going to find 400 grams of adamantite for your hand. I
I mean,
assumed you wanted it rather quickly.
no, that... Okay, I'm
No,
going to be in
just
port.
asked the Viceroy.
Oh my god. So I'm going to be in port for a couple days. I will source the materials for my hand. What I wanted to do was make contact with you properly, knighted as one of the Natharian Empire, and that I was given a letter from the Queen dispatching me to make contact with you, to support you in your efforts.
He holds out the hand. Can I see the letter?
Nope, it was destroyed.
Then I don't believe you.
Fair enough. But I'll be back. And I point to my
Fucking
rank.
Over
I'm not lying
to-
about this, though. You ever hear of the Hampton tree?
No,
God damn it. Do you even drink tea?
on occasion.
Sorry, fine, whatever. I'll be back for my shit. My new body. My hand.
Lady's just grinning from ear to ear.
Exciting. I will be.
Alright, so I fucking about face and depart.
A boot foos.
Alex, I know
God.
you're not a tactician, but have you maybe wanted to try another way to approach this? You
Yeah,
seem
no.
both very similar.
Yeah, well, if I knew how to deal with me, you all would have a much more pleasant experience. But I don't. So,
Well, how would you like to be dealt with?
logically, straightforward, literally, and respectfully.
Well,
None of those are available options.
Literally,
Please
the
select
only way
another.
that I can get through to his character is by telling him very bluntly what's going on.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. Like follow Prim's lead. The issue here is that the letter from the Queen is gone.
maybe get all your ducks in a row before you go
Right.
see this guy again.
Well, I can't get all my in a row because they were ransacked by pirates and taken when I was unconscious on a raft.
Whose fault is that?
Stop running off
Obviously,
from the park.
my party for not following me.
We did
Ah,
follow you.
we
You
have a
didn't follow me.
captain
We
to
have
follow.
follow
Into
you.
yeah, you follow him sprinting fucking 3 whatever fields forward into the
Yes.
unknown, fucking dying half the time.
Yes.
And when you did it, you also
Mhm.
I believe that we chased you like halfway into the fucking ocean.
All right, fine, fair enough. All right, but the point is, the letter's gone, so I'll have to deal with this guy just dealing with him like I deal with myself, which is very sad. But yeah, no, I'll have to try to source some steel in the market in the next couple days, bring that back, and then yeah.
Classic.
Ooh,
By the
pizza
way,
sounds
anybody have a
great.
problem with me becoming a metal man?
I have
You
already kind of assumed you were a metal man.
I think
You
it turns
want to
you
become
into
a metal man?
an abomination. But you know what? I don't tell
This
people how
is
to
an
live their life.
abomination.
I mean, like you say abomination like it's a bad thing.
Yeah,
Want to become that?
it's unnatural. But if that's what you want, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life.
Don't listen to the druid.
But
She doesn't know.
think of the combat power.
Right now, I'm just thinking of the children.
All right, well, we'll get to them, and we'll get to my stuff. But I mean, you know, the Merc Slap's not really normal. That's like an abomination, right?
I don't think that's the
Nobody's got a
same.
problem when the abomination takes the tip off a mountain or helps sink a ship.
Yes, breaking thing is kind of our forte.
Did you even hear what we said to you?
No, what'd you say?
Do you want to become a metal man?
Oh yeah, no, I'm like 100% on board for this shit.
You kidding me? His eyes
Then
turned
do
into
it.
stars when he heard about the word science.
Science.
Also, hurry up and change you back to a raccoon. V2
You
raccoon.
Really can't do like the. You don't like the.
Do what you want, man.
The cats
Make
are
a
cool.
raccoon.
Oh,
You're on my boat now, so it's got to be.
Wow.
You're in my fleet now.
All
Yep.
right, well.
When he
all right.
said
Get
science.
your butt took like the rest of us.
Well, the next day when I wake up, Cat is gone.
Meow.
And the coon is back.
Nope.
V1.
Meow.
A raccoon.
No.
The
Raccoon.
trash panda of our group. Wow.
Trash panda. Pam, pam,
It
pam.
could have stayed a cat.
Coulda.
We have Mr. Jiggums. He's a cat.
Yeah, we do. We
Well,
have
now we
Mr.
could have
Jickums.
more cats. We
Did
could
you
have 3
get your
cats right
outside
now.
ham
Alright.
yet?
You're a cat boat. That's just what you are now.
now. Cat boat.
Your spam ham.
Yeah,
Did you get it?
They only had spam.
No.
Nope. That's not barrel ham, it's canned ham.
That was a weird RP session, but fun.
That was fucking outstanding. Thank you guys for rolling with that shit.
Sometimes it's gotta happen. We can't just murder all the time.
Yeah,
Oh my
now that
God.
we think we can trust him, should we give him the actual other name?
Yeah. We should
Just
totally
like
come
go
back.
back and be
No.
like, I've redeciphered it.
We've
Nope.
reciphered.
I would strongly advise against that.
Okay.
Well,
Well-
you're the person who doesn't tell anybody anything. Not best friend.
When has one of my plans gone wrong?
Every time.
Every time.
That's not true, and you all know it.
That's
I learned a whole
Every
bunch
single
about
one of my
the
plans has worked.
Durgan gods because of your getting stuck into one of your plans, so that was pretty fun.
all right. Well, lore dump on you, miss.
I'll take it.
The Cleveland steamer of lore dumps.
Getting dumped on. Big dumpers.
Right
Some
on
people
the
pay extra for that.
chest.
A lot of
I would
people,
say,
I'm sure.
let's see what he does with this.
That's what I'm saying. See, look. I set us up. We see what he's doing with this actionable intelligence.
Because, I mean, I could just lie to you guys, too. It's
Yeah.
not that hard.
Wow.
I think we've all been lying to each other this entire time.
I haven't.
I have not been.
You kept a mask on. You were mysterious
Fucking
for a
secret,
while.
kitty cat man.
First of all, that wasn't a lie because I didn't say anything.
A lie of omission is still a
Ooh.
lie.
My ex-wife
You
used to
also
say that
didn't
all the time.
ask.
He's got you there.
He does. That's why nobody responded.
All right. Well, that was
If you
fun.
truly cared about the captain, you would ask.
We saved you from
Why are
yourself
you
so
so
many times.
What's your
Ugly.
real name?
All right.
You hideous bitch, why are you wearing a mask?
Wow.
Eh.
Excuse me, sir. You have boots, gloves, and a mask on. What's under there? Do you dare
That sounds
take
like a
weight?
flirt.
Start
All
throwing
dick
coins
weight.
at him. All right, seriously though, as me, Adam, thank you guys. That was an amazing RP session. That was awesome.
Good job, everybody.
Did it make up for switching to Thursday?
Oh, definitely.
I miss Arn, but hopefully
do
we'll get him
miss
back
Arn.
soon.
But I will say, his heavy-handedness would not have done anybody any good tonight.
Not this time. No, no.
No. He would have put the Viceroy in a leg lock.
And then we would have
Not an
gotten banned
uncommon
from
trait.
Bann.
Mm,
Banned from Bann. Or is it Bann?
I think it's Bann.
Nah, it's Bann.
Rob pronounced it ban.
Yeah, 2 A's would be Bann.
Well,
No, I
think you
prefer
can still-
Meliodas, thank you.
My personal favorite, thank you.
2 OP.
Actually, I take it back. I like Escanor.
Escanor!
I'm the Lion Sin guy all the way. Let's go Team
Lion
Escanor.
Sin,
Hell yeah.
Pride,
Oh,
all day,
Freed.
every day. Oh, Freed! Like
Oh,
that one
Did you lose a
scene.
penny down there?
Oh, the one scene where he takes out fucking Meliodas' brother with a single hit. Oh, what is that? I hold
No,
no
it
hate
wasn't
for
his
you
brother,
because
it
I
was-
pity you.
It was the Meliodas' brother's brother.
Oh,
I have no
but
idea.
like that entire speech, and he's like, "How dare you stand before me?" And it's like, "How dare how could I hate someone who is so weak?"
Yeah, he's like, I was like, I have no pity for creatures who are weaker than me.
They just
Oh.
fucking yeets him halfway across the continent.
Jesus
Is
Christ.
the lake that away?
Let's
And
empty it.
he's like,
with
ha!
your body.
Counter 2, and he just bleeds a little bit. He's like, oh, I 2-pack punch.
Is this what pain feels like?
Oh, you've struck at me, sir.
All right. Have a good night,
Strucken.
everybody.
Not everybody.
Struck
Thanks
at
for
these
playing.
Okay, have a good night. y'all.
Yeah.
All right. That was a lot of fun. We're back to Thursdays, if you couldn't tell. Because our captain's doggo is done with their training, which before was on Thursdays. So now we're back and we're good. So hopefully you can hang out. More D&D next Thursday, 6:45ish p.m. EST, I want to say. Otherwise, I'm going to be playing more video games tomorrow, about 7:30 p.m. EST. If you want to hang out then, that'd be great. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.